Hi, my name is Em, and I would like to welcome you to this Nautical Twist episode. For this episode, I wanted to share a little bit of a conversation that I had with someone earlier today. So when the quarantine first started and everything like that, one of the big things for me is I was worried about not being able to teach. I'm a group exercise instructor. I was worried about how I would feel not being able to teach. And first of all, of course, like just from like a health perspective, what that would do, but then also just that excitement, that feeling that I get from being able to be a part of making exercise fun for people, creating that type of atmosphere, being able to encourage in that type of format. And I remember like when I was kind of like I was kind of a little rattled. I'm like, well, I knew I was going to really miss that. And at first I just, of course, try to keep up with it and like do some songs at home and everything like that. But then over time, as I started to work on other things. I started working on other things around the house, some personal projects that I have been putting off for no reason. As I started to like shift my focus a little bit, I didn't miss it as much. And it's not that I don't still love it. I love teaching Zumba. I love it. It's a joy. When I'm doing it, it's a joy. But when I was talking with someone earlier today, they were like, it's about the feeling you have. Like it gives you a certain feeling. And for me, I was like, that's it. That's so true. When I'm teaching, it is a joy to be able to create that kind of environment, and it's exciting, and it can be very fulfilling. And so to find another project or other things that also are a joy and feel very fulfilling, those also can give a similar feeling. While they are not the same, it still has such a strong rewarding feeling. So it was just an interesting thought to me, because sometimes like I can get so caught up in the idea of like, okay, this is what I am. Like I am this, and this makes me happy. But there are so many other things, and there's tons of examples of this, like things that I didn't expect that I would like, but then found myself liking things that I didn't expect. Camping is actually one of them. Now, not too hardcore, but hardcore enough, like the tiny little tent and, just sleeping outside like that. Like that's something I was very against it. But sometimes you never know the surprising things that can give you joy, or the surprising things when being a little bit more open, or when you don't really have much of a choice, but to find some joy in something else. So that's just a thought that I wanted to be sure to share here, and also get an idea. For you, is there anything that you are surprised that you don't miss? Just as things have shifted a lot in the world, whether you've been quarantining or not, whatever the case may be, is there anything that like you're surprised, like, I really like that so much, but now that you haven't been doing that for a while, like, how do you feel? If you'd like to, I'd love to get your thoughts on that. Feel free to leave that down below. And I just want to be sure to thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back in a few days with another episode. So stay safe and healthy until then, okay? And yeah, I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.